Our current spell of February mildness has prompted lots of questions about whether winter is over. One response, especially appropriate for those living south of the Mason-Dixon line, is, how can winter be over if it never really started? Now, we've certainly had some winter in Pennsylvania, but it's been tame. Here's the number of days since December 1st that have been colder than average. Today is day 84 of meteorological winter, so these values represent just 20 to 30% of all the days. This month, only 4 or 5 days have been cooler than average in most places. Now let's look at the imbalance nationally. Here's a count of daily temperature records in the U.S. since the start of the year. More than 5,000 record highs, more than 6,000 record high mins. Those are record warm nights. On the cold side, about 1,400 record low maxes. Those are record cold daylights, and about 1,100 record lows. The ratio of the warm to the cold records is almost 5 to 1. If we look at these numbers just for this month, more than 2,800 of each type of record high, but less than a total of 100 record daily lows. So the ratio in February of warm to cold records is a ridiculous 66 to 1. How about a few specifics? Well, Denver hit 80 on February 10th, their warmest February day in 145 years of record keeping. While Norfolk, 2 days later, tied their all-time February monthly record of 82. Dallas last dropped to freezing on January 8th, and another freezing night is not likely there. Prior to this year, February 5th was the record for earliest last freeze. Meanwhile, today makes 67 days since Chicago had an inch of snow on a winter day, breaking the record of 66 set almost 100 years ago. Staying in the north, ice covers just 8% of the Great Lakes right now. The ice-covered areas are shaded in gray and black here. The average for today is about 42%. Now, nature has certainly noticed the missing chill. This chart, courtesy of the National Phenology Network, tracks the start of spring using leaf out, flowering, and other phenomenon, and shows how the arrival of spring this year compares to average. So it's the anomaly. Anywhere you see red or orange, spring is early this year. The darkest maroon means 3 weeks early. Penn State alum and Weather Channel meteorologist Mike Seidel shared these scenes from Atlanta. He says the cherry trees have never been in full bloom in February in all the years he's lived there. Forsythia, magnolias, and many other plants have also bloomed several weeks earlier than usual. January in Atlanta was 9 degrees warmer than average. February so far is about the same. Back home this month so far is in line to be a top 5 warmest February at many places, with more mild days ahead. Will it last into the extended? Stay tuned.